All right. I want to talk to you guys real quick, and this I hope this isn't going to be like a redundant thing that you've heard me talk about before. It may or may not, but I haven't addressed this directly, like with a video just about this, and I'm going to put this out there really quick. Now, I have myself have had, a little battle here and there with blood pressure, and it's one thing I know. There's going to be the busters, right? Oh, it's the testosterone. There are plenty of people that supplement testosterone that don't have problems with blood pressure. With me, in my case, it was mostly because of my body weight, which has been a lot more than this at times, although leaner. And of course, it's been a lot less than this, but anyway. And the way that I eat. I eat a lot of fucking meat, tons of meat, a lot of other bullshit, and I have cleaned up my diet a lot. But if you're having issues with blood pressure, one potential alternative, I'm not going to say that it's, that it's going to work for you. It's worked for me. That's all I can tell you. Because I'm not a doctor, all right? So I can't tell you throw your blood pressure medicine in the fucking garbage and try this. But I always like to try and find an alternative to medication. I'm not a medication type of guy, big medication type of guy. I like to find alternatives. I don't even like to take NSAIDs, non-steroidal, anti-inflammatory drugs. I don't even like to take that kind of shit because, I'm not going to bullshit you. I heard that it kind of interferes with the assimilation of protein, protein synthesis or uptake or whatever it may. It's been so long I don't remember, but I don't like it. So, if I get a little headache or something like that, I'll usually deal with it. A lot of times I'll work out and the headache will go away. But one thing you can do is get your fucking water intake up. If your water intake isn't really good and it's not right, just, every day, okay? That's one way that's going to help your blood pressure is get plenty of fucking water, hydration. Another thing is vegetables. Vegetables. Most of us don't get enough vegetables. We're always concerned with getting the protein and getting some carbohydrates to get our pump on or whatever. But we discount the value and importance of vegetables. And I found this out long ago because when we started juicing, and the only problem with that is we have a Breville, which is an awesome juicer. I swear I think you could stick a 2x4 in it with no problem. But and you get plenty of fiber that way. But I guess. But the problem with vegetables in the juicer like the Breville is you lose most of the fiber. You sacrifice most of the fiber. You end up throwing that away. But you're still getting the nutrition. You're just not getting all, you're as far as the micronutrients, you're just not getting the fiber end of it. You're getting the minerals and the fucking, stuff, but you're not getting the fiber. So it still helps, and it's still, as far as the blood pressure issue, the vegetable juice, the juicing, when we started juicing, my blood pressure came down like a big dog. I mean, like real nice. So no blood pressure medication for me, but the option was juicing, plenty of vegetable juice. Now, when I don't have time to juice, when we're not doing that, this actually works. This V8 juice here, this particular blend, this version is rendition or whatever you may call it, is 75% juice, 25% filtered water. Okay? And it has, for what they consider a serving of vegetables, which is not really enough. You need more than what they recommend. But what they consider to be a serving, this supplies 6 of those, this one bottle. I drink one of these every single day. Now, sometimes I drink the purple one. There's a purple power one. It's very similar to this. It's still the same ratio. It's 75% juice, 25% filtered water. And if you go with the old school one, like our grandfather and shit used to drink, looks like vegetable juice, the regular original V8, you can even get it in low sodium, and you can even get it in extra fiber, high fiber. That one is like 12 servings. So that one's really bigger than a motherfucker. But you're getting different micronutrients with different versions. So a lot of times I rotate them, but this is my go-to. This one, I usually most often drink this one. Sometimes I will throw one of the old school ones in there. Sometimes I will throw a purple one in there. But most of the time, this is the one I go to, this one. Now you have to be careful. If you just grab any old V8 juice off the shelf, you'll end up with some mix that only has very little real juice in son of a bitch. So you don't want that one. So make sure what you're getting. So far I've only found this one, the Purple Power one, and the original old school V8, whichever rendition of that you get, the high fiber, low sodium, whatever, or the original. That shit, they're the only ones, the options that have so much juice in them. 75%. Now the red one is 100%. So anyway, this is an alternative to possibly controlling high blood pressure without going to medicating it with something prescription. Which I never did, but they tried to get me to do it years ago, and I didn't like it. I took the shit and was like, fuck this, I don't like this shit. But this has been working great every time, even in stressful situations. Like when I'm at the hospital having a fucking CAT scan, blood pressure's still nice and good, still low, still within normal. It's actually maybe a little bit under normal. So that, coming from a person that was usually high, I think it's pretty damn good. Anyway, that's just what I think. Give this a try. Stay fucking hydrated. And like I said, I'm no doctor, but of course I wish I was a fucking doctor. You know why? Because doctors and lawyers, they have a license to practice. I'm just practicing. They have a license to practice. I know it's a necessity. I'm not putting them down. I'm not putting them down. I'm not slighting them. Just saying, they have a license to practice. They still get paid. Lawyer, win or lose, gets paid. Good or bad, gets paid. Me, I gotta fix it. No matter how complicated it is, no matter how advanced it is, sometimes it's easy, sometimes they're easy shit. But even if it's not, if it's fucking hard, whatever it is, people don't understand. I gotta fix it. I can't practice. Nobody wants me practicing on their car. I gotta be able to figure it out and fix it if I'm gonna charge you. No matter how complex it is, no matter what the fucking system is. But doctors and lawyers, license to practice. Awesome fucking thing. Awesome, ain't it? Oh, that knee's bothering you? Well, I don't really know what it is. We're going to have to go in there and do an exploratory. We have to cut it open and see what's going on in there. Then while they're in there, right, if they see something else, they can upsell it without even your permission. Oh, by the way, it's going to cost you quite a bit more because while we were in there, we saw this and had to take care of that too. I can't do that to a car. I got to call and get permission. I can't just fucking come pick your car up. Oh, by the way, I did an extra $800 worth of shit because I was in there and saw this. Nobody's buying that. Then if it doesn't fix the knee, doc, my knee still hurts some. Well, is it any better at all? I mean, it not really. Well, that needed to be addressed. Well, we're going to have to try this, right? License to practice. Same with a lawyer. Me? Ain't nobody going to understand that shit. Oh, that didn't fix it? Well, let's try this. That ain't the way it works. Not if you're any good at it. Anyway, it is what it is. Have a great evening, and don't worry, I will get some content up this weekend. I've been working on a lot of shit behind the scenes, which I'm going to inform you of, and we're all going to enjoy together very shortly. All right, have a great night.